18 mweri-inĩ wa kana mwaka-inĩ wa 2024 na nĩ mwĩhoko wakwa atĩ we ũkĩrĩ mwega na nĩ mwĩhoko wakwa atĩ we mĩnyo kana mĩhang'o yaku nĩ gĩthiĩte na mbere na gũkwagĩrĩra gũkũ kwa Mũthingi TV na gĩkĩ arĩ gĩkũnjũro kĩa mohoro na gĩtĩo kĩnene njĩtĩkĩria ngoro ngĩkũnyita ũgeni ngoro ngĩkũmenyithia marĩa andĩki aitũ magĩtũharĩrĩirie ithaa-inĩ rĩrĩ no mbere ndaya twambe twamũkĩre matemo mamo.
Mamwe wa marĩa tũkũharĩrĩirie mũkana kũrutĩrwo aikari arĩa maikaraga matũũra marĩa magũmagĩrwo nĩ mĩiyũro ya maĩ Nyanza. Kanjũ ya magavana NCCK kũrĩa thirikari gwetha kĩhonia kĩa mũgomo wa arigitani na mĩhang'o ya o mũthenya kũrũgama wabici-inĩ cia mũgũnda Kakamega thutha wa mwĩrĩ wa mwĩkũĩrwo wa waya cia thitima kũithũkio thutha wa wabici ĩno.
Mau arĩa matemo na gĩtĩo kĩnene njĩtĩkĩria ngoro ngĩgũtambũrũkĩria na njĩra njithanĩru niĩ ngĩtĩka Wambũi wa Njaũ. Mũtambũrũko ũyũ witũ no ũkorwo ũkĩwamũkĩra nenda-inĩ citũ ciothe cia ũkinyanĩria kũrĩa mwena wa Facebook no ũkorwo ũgĩtũtigĩra ndũmĩrĩri yaku arĩ o Mũthingi TV na ho mwena wa YouTube nĩ Mũthingi TV. Na rĩu na gĩtĩo kĩnene njĩtĩkĩria tũkorwo tũkĩrika kĩondo-inĩ gitũ na tũkĩambĩrĩria twambie na ici ciĩgiĩ rũhonge rwa makanitha rwa NCCK nĩ rũrĩtie thirikari gũkorwo rũkĩingĩrĩra na makĩria gũkorwo makĩrora maũrĩa kana mateta marĩa mandagĩtarĩ makoretwo magĩikia ũũ nĩ kũringana kana ũũ maugĩte atĩ mandagĩtarĩ makoretwo makĩhotomia na makĩria mĩtũrĩre ya arĩa arwaru na kũrĩa morĩtie thirikari gũkorwo ĩkĩingĩrĩra kuona atĩ kwa ihinda rĩrĩ nĩ thikũ 35 kuma rĩrĩa mandagĩtarĩ magomire.
We in the regional conference call upon the stakeholders, especially the county and the national government, to get to meaningful dialogue with the doctors and other health sector workers to end the ongoing strike. It is very insensitive to allow the collapse of healthcare services for more than a month. As church leaders, we are available to provide mediation as required. The only thing that the government need to come is to come together. If there is any negotiation, it should be negotiated without any of the team having to have hardliners, so that they can come with a meaningful decision to how the healthcare will be managed in future. We in this regional conference appreciate that the National Dialogue Committee, NADOC, presented a report that was adopted by the Parliament. The report is due for implementation. However, the majority of Kenya, most of the residents of our counties included, are not familiar with the contents of the report, even though its recommendation will have serious implications on our lives. We therefore call upon the speakers of the National Assembly and the Senate, Honorable Moses Wetangula and Moses Amason Kingi, to have the report published in manner accessible to all Kenyans. Further, the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee should also hold sitting in the counties to receive feedback from the citizens and then use the feedback to fine-tune the parliamentary bills that were drafted.
Na tũgĩtigana na icio nayo thirikari ya bũrũri wa Amerika nĩneanĩte kĩmanjĩka gĩa ciringi bilioni 5 iria gũkorwo igĩteithĩrĩria mabũrũri 11 na kũrĩa muoroto wa mbeca ici nĩ kũrũa na wĩici na makĩria gũkorwo ũkĩrorana na ũgima wa mwĩrĩ. Mbeca ici cineanĩtwo kũrĩkana kũgerera rũhonge-inĩ rwa Usaid.
Between the American people and Kenyan people, and here in Kenya between Kenyan citizens, local organizations, and the governments, local and county governments, to achieve one core objective: to build the trust and confidence in the government in their ability to deliver critical services, in this case healthcare services, to the Kenyan people. We're going to do that by enabling local organizations to engage constructively with the county governments. We're going to partner with the county government to enable them to most effectively and efficiently utilize the resources they have to provide those services. And we're also going to build up the ability to detect fraud, waste, and abuse so that it can be reported and dealt with at the county and national level, so that all Kenyan citizens have the right to the services and the access to the services they rightly deserve.
Really great, because we've all talked about making sure that because health is devolved, as counties, we always want to make sure that we are offering the very best healthcare services to our people. And a big part of the challenge has been a lot of wastage on resources or fraudulent issues coming up and all that. So now what we are doing, we are working with the help of Usaid, with the help of the US government. But also what I really like about these programs is they have identified local players. What do you call them? Local development organizations. And with them, then we'll be able to really partner well together so that we make sure we have a lot of citizen engagement, so that our citizens, as we provide them these healthcare services, they are also able to know what is available, where do they go, also be able to report back to us if things are not working as well, and that sort of stuff. So public participation has been quite heavy in this morning session.
Tugithie na mbere nao aikari aria maikaraga matura magigomirwo ni muiyuro mwena wa Nyanza ni moritio gukorwo magiko kana magithama kuu na guthie kundu gutangikorwo gukiaraha mai thutha wa mbura guthie na mbere kura guku bururi-ini riri ni ritana rikitio ni mundu gwetwo Florence na kuria augite ati mundu umwe ni rikitio gukorwo akihuruka nange aingi gukorwo magitara hathara na kuria aikitie ritana kuri aikari aya gukorwo makimenyerera kuona ati mbura ino
We would like to make an appeal to the members of the public who are living within the areas of the vast banks of the rivers to move to safer grounds. I also want to assure the members of the public that we are making arrangements to give them food and other non-food items that they require. That should happen before the end of this week, so that at least we are able to alleviate the problems that may be having out of the displacement from their homes. So far across the region, we have 1,000 households that have been displaced, and also we have 6,302 people who have been affected. By that I mean they may not have been displaced from their homes, but they are there, struggling with the water. 80 affected households, 6 displaced. Then we have Homa Bay with 1731, that is 1,731 affected families, and 907 displaced. And in Migori, we have 12,800 affected families, 53 households displaced.
Na tugithie na mbere turoge nginya kuria mwena wa Kakamega na kuria mihango ya oro muthenya wabici-ini cia migunda iria cikire wabici-ini cia commissioner wa county ya Kakamega na ikorirwo ikirugama thutha wa mundu umwe gukorwo erikanite akuite. Kurerikana mundu uyu araikorirwo akiuragwo ni waya cia thitima akoragwo agithie na kana riria arakoragwo akigeria kuiya waya ici nginyagia riu county commissioner wa county ino ni augite ati mundu ndari arakorwo agitamburikana kana ndari arakorwo akimenyekana aikitie ritana kuri mbeu njithi makorwo magithema na makiria guoka ni uhoro wigie wici.
Hii kitu tumeshangaa zaidi, mwili kupatikana kwa ofisi ya kwa DC. Tumeshangaa zaidi, mwili imekaa hapo paka inzi zimeanza mwili imeanza kunuka.
Kama mtu anaweza uawa na atupwe hapa ama jiulie hapa hivi, ni kitu ya kushangaza. Watu wa serikali tafadhali, hata ni kitambo si leo. Inakaa alikufa kitambo, karibu siku 2-3 hivi, ananuka, inzi zimejaa mpaka tunashangaa. Hii njia ya milimani huku kama wanaweza weka security nzuri ili wajaribu kureinforce, kwa sababu hata usiku kupita maeneo hii ni mahali pabaya sana, hakuna street lights. Mkiangalia barabara yote hatuna street lights.
Hii ni ofisi ya serikali. Na hata ukiangalia uzijua ni ofisi ya serikali. Ni kama hata afadhali mochari. Surely hata afadhali ni moja. Afadhali hizi vitu zibomolewe zote, tujue hakuna ofisi hapa.
Waeke street lights, ni security watembee huku 24/7. Kwa sababu tumeambiwa alikuwa ameshika place, mimi ninaweza sema kwa upande wangu labda aliuawa, wakaeka place yani kuficha hiyo exhibit na akaingizwa hapo ndani. Hatudhani kama ni kijana alikuwa anaiba, kwa sababu ukiangalia kwa hii district hapa ofisi zetu we deal with paperwork. Hakuna kitu ya kuiba hapo, na hizo ni shamba ya wazee huku nje ambayo mtu hawezi chukua karatasi ya mzee. Mimi niliona ni kama waliiba na wakaona kwa sababu hapa hakuna taa ya kumulika, hakuna CCTV, hata wangeka pale kwa roundabout. Ofisi zenyewe ukiangalia ni chafu. Asi mahali pa serikali penye unaweza hata kuangalia unaweza iba. Kuna hapo kitu ya kuiba, ni makaratasi tu, na hiyo tu ndio unaona ni bushi.
Na tugithie na mbere naguo muingi wa bururi wa Kenya na makiria aria makoretwo makiandikwo mawira ni mathingatitwo gukorwo makiigithia na honge ngurani guku bururi-ini na kuringana na munene kana kuringana na ruhonge rwa RBA ni maugite gicunje kia 6% niyo makoragwo makiigira muthithu ni ritana rikitio na makiria kuona ati aria makoragwo makiandikwo mawira makinya ni ihinda ria kuhumuka kana ria gutigithia mawira matikoragwo na besha kana matikoragwo na kigina makoragwo meigitheirie na kuria meikirio ritana ria gukorwo makiigithia kuona ati aingi ao ni makoragwo magiuka guthinika kana muturire-ini wa hau thutha-ini.
We have an obligation to ensure that our services are felt across the broad and breadth of this nation, and this is what has brought us to Garissa, to engage the residents of Garissa on the areas and the scope within which we operate as an organization. Just to indicate that we have a responsibility to ensure that there is hygiene in the retirement benefits industry in Kenya, to ensure that pension funds, the 1,040 pension funds which are existing in this nation, that they are properly managed, that there is no privilege of resources, that there is optimal investment earnings, and that when members retire, they go home with commensurate benefits to the services that they offered during their working life. The second issue is to ensure that any member of a pension fund who has worked or who has retired or who has exited from service, because people do not necessarily work up to the age of 60. There are some who leave service earlier, that they are paid their benefits when they are due at any given time, and actually enforce the law to ensure that the benefits are paid within 30 days.
They should make arrangements for retirement before they retire. Everybody knows when he's getting out of job. So as you approach, you go to your ministry headquarters or your department headquarters and ensure that your documents are in order.
Kwa wananchi wakiendelea kuja kupata hizi services ambazo ziko hapa, ile tumeongezea ni hii ya Retirement Benefit Authority, na mkurugenzi mkuu ameelezea kwa upana kwa nini huu ni umuhimu sana kwa wananchi, kwa sababu ni lazima tujipange. Wakati huu tuko na uwezo tuweke akiba ya siku zijazo.
Haya, na ripoti iyo ni ukorwo gutwekanyaga itoka mbere ga ukorwo tugikiria andu akorwo githikora ikuona ati ni turacokereria na mange maige guku ari kwa Muthingi TV.
Muciari wina mwana urikitie thukuru na mucie na no ire na ugi wa mathomo na wira wa moko murehe Hemlad Technical College Thika niguo athome kothi ta hair and beauty, fashion and dressmaking, catering and hotel management, electrical and electronics, plumbing, welding and mechanical engineering, international certificate of digital literacy neo ICDL, motor vehicle driving course ya AER na ige nyigi. Igeranio citu ni cia NEC, CASNEB, ICM, NITA oro hamwe na TVET certification. Wihike intake ya April na May no irathie na mbere. Marihi maitu ni mafashirire. Ukautusherere hidi ya career week itari marihi kuma tariki 8 nginya tariki 12 mweri wa ena. Tusherere Kigio Plaza 4th floor Kwame Nkrumah Street Thika. Ahoro makiria tuhurire thimu namba neo 0708-507-380 kana 0723-470003. Hemlad College, your success is our concern.
University of Nairobi is a distinguished institution of higher learning dedicated to nurturing your intellectual curiosity and pushing the boundaries of knowledge. From state-of-the-art laboratories to modern libraries equipped with the latest resources, we provide you with the tools you need to succeed. Choose from a wide range of programs designed to prepare you for challenges of tomorrow's world. Whether in STEM, humanities, business, or the arts, our strong industry connections and career service support will help you translate your education into meaningful career opportunities upon graduation. Join a vibrant community of scholars from around the world, fostering cultural exchange, collaboration, and lifelong friendships. Book your space now for September intakes. Log in to https://www.uonbi.ac.ke for a wide range of courses to choose from. You can also contact +254 020 491 0000 or email us at pr@ounbi.ac.ke.
na nitwacokereria ngatho cia mwanya ni guthie na mbere na guikarania na ithwe guku ari kwa Muthingi TV na gikiari gikunjuro kia mohoro tugicokereria kiondo-ini gitu ni ati nao aikari kana thirikari ya kaunti ya Mombatha ni thingatitwo ni aikari kaunti ni gukorwo magimatora kana gukorwo makihingura mitaro ya gute mai magiko orire mbura igithiete na mbere guthandana guku bururi-ini nigetha mai maria mahingireirio makorwo magithie. Aikari maugite ati barabara ya Karama Kongowea iri na marima magirire gukorwo magithiko na maikete retana riri kuri thirikari kuona ati ni maraikorwo na ihinda irito woka kana makorwo makigera barabara-ini ino.
Gavana wetu, tafadhali utusaidie, usiangalie mambo ya mpunge. Mpunga amefanya sehemu zake kule ndani ametengeneza makaburo zake. Hii laini ni yako.
Hii barabara ni hatari hata kwa abiria ambao tunawabeba. Maana mara mingi ukipita kwa shimo, haujui kama ni shimo, unaingia hata mara nyingi inaharibika. Hata pia kiafya. Kwa hivyo hii barabara ni muda mrefu sana imekuwa mbaya. Tafadhali hii barabara inaleta ni kitega uchumi wa mji wa Mombasa. Pesa mingi inaingia soko. Tukutuku zinapita hapa, bodaboda wanapita hapa.
Sisi wenyewe tutatembea kwa mguu, hatuwezi hata kupita. Maana yake hujui shimo liko wapi, utatumbukiza wapi. Hizi makabro, hizi maninio, hizi drainage system haziko. Angalia vile zimezibwa na maji.
Mimi kama bodaboda hata ninapobeba abiria yangu, kama kumenyesha ndio kuna shida kubwa sana, manake mashimo ni mengi. Tunaumia, pikipiki zetu zinavunjika maspringi kwa ajili ya hii barabara.
Sisi wazamaji tunasumbuka sana. Tunatumia nguvu nyingi kusukuma mkokoteni, unaona? Lakini tunaomba hii serikali, hii ya gavana, atuangalie njia kutoka Ratina mpaka Kongoya soko.
Anareu turonge nginya kuria kaunti-ini ya Bungoma kuria aikari kuma Musikoma gukwari kaunti-ini ino ya Bungoma mari na gitumi gia kuroya thutha wa thirikari ya kaunti ino gukorwo kimakira darasha kuma kana darasha ire kunyitithania wadi cia Kahalabana hamwe na wadi ya Sangalo na kuria makana darasha ire rakiriho irari darasha ya Bau nirere ikoragwo ikiiga muturire wa aikari a kaunti cia makiria wadi cigire hatikaini riria maraikoragwo magikira ruwi-ini ruu.
Mradi tumeweza kuangazia juzi wakati kumekuwa na shida ya mafuriko. Tuliweza kupoteza wananchi kwa hii daraja, kwa hii mto Rahalaba hapa kwa sababu ya kukosa daraja. Na hivyo gavana His Excellency Ken Makelo Lusaka akasema ya kwamba hatutaendelea hivyo kwa sababu yeye kama gavana haezi kuwa ni gavana wa Bungoma na wananchi wanapoteza maisha. Kwa hivyo akasema ya kwamba tushikane haraka pamoja na MCA wetu Cornelius na MCA wetu Zed wa West Sangalo ili tuweze kuona ni nini tunaweza kufanya kwa haraka ili tutengeneze daraja hapa iweze kusaidia wananchi. Hii daraja itatugharimu kiwango wa pesa milioni 24 ili kwa sababu itakuwa ni daraja kubwa sana. Daraja ambayo itatusaidia kutengeneza hii barabara. Kukuja kwa hii daraja pia itahakikisha hii barabara ya kutoka hapa kwenda mpaka kule dual, ile barabara ya kwenda Mumias inaunganishwa. Kwa hivyo inakuja na mambo mengi na pia itakuwa na approaches, kilomita moja upande huu utatengenezwa na kilomita moja upande ile ili wananchi wakiweza kutumia daraja iweze kuwa na manufaa katika shughuli ambayo wanafanya. Itaunganisha mambo ya mashule, wale wanaenda hospitali na wale wanaenda kazi na mambo ya kwenda katika soko ili watu wetu katika Bungoma waweze kufaidika na huu mradi. Kwa hivyo katika budget yetu kwa mwaka mmoja tuko na uwezo wa kutengeneza daraja 23. Mwaka ya kwanza 2022-2023 tulijaribu tuwezavyo kulingana tukashikana na program yetu ya emergency tukatengeneza daraja 25. Mwaka huu tunatengeneza daraja 23. Tumespread across the county. So hii ni moja yao wa daraja ambayo tunatengeneza.
Hii mradi tutajaribu vile tutaweza. By the end of May structure yenyewe tutakuwa tumemaliza na tumeanza mambo ya barabara. Kwa hivyo tunasema within 2 months tutakuwa tumemaliza na mambo ya structure and the roads na watu watakuwa wanapita juu. Mradi haja yetu ni kumaliza haraka vile tutaweza.
Tumeshukuru sana kwa maono ambao mheshimiwa wetu alifikiria, ndio akakuja akakufanyia tendo kama hili. Sasa kwa tendo hili tumefurahi sana. Watoto wetu walikuwa hata hawezi kupita wakienda shuleni. Wengine wanasoma Kitinda, wengine wanasoma huku Musikoma, lakini kupita ilikuwa mbaya. Wanatutengenezea hii miti ya kupitia yako tu inaanguka. Sasa hatukuwako na amani, lakini saa hii vile tumeona tumefurahi na amani. Tena watoto wetu hata saa hii pia wanapata kibarua kidogo. Tunashukuru sana, tunasema asante mwenye ameshaleta hii mradi hii. Mungu aendelee kumbariki. Na hiyo maono yake Lusaka wetu huyu, Mungu ambariki.
Na tugithie na mbere kurika gwa barabara wana darasha iri nyitithanetie kaunti ya Mombasa na Kwale ni undu aikari makenereire na njira nene kuona ati ni guteithiriria hari kuhura njiki na makiria sekta-ini ya ugendi hamwe na kunyihia mathemu hatikano wa ngari. Murugamiriri wa mubango ucio kuma ruhonge-ini rwa Kenya mundu gwitwo Ezekiel Odede ni augite ati ni kindu gikenereirwo na guyukio muno ni aikari a kaunti ici igiri.
Long bridges, which we have already finished all of them. Mwache, Sunza, which is behind us here, and Mteza, which is the longest bridge in Kenya. So what we are doing now is basically filling in the gaps and doing the riding surface for the traffic. Anytime from the end of May, we should be done with the major works, and we should be able to open the road to traffic. In addition to the mitigation measures that we have done, we are planting trees so that it can reduce soil erosion, improve water retention, and improve the greening of the road environment.
Na riu nagetio kinene njitikiria ngoro tugithie nginya kuria iharo-ini na kuo ngumenyithie uria ciana cia atumia ciragitinda ikigarika turuge nginya kuria kaunti-ini ya Samburu na kuria mbeu njithi ngiriga kana ngiri imwe kuma kaunti ino ya Samburu ni makuruhanitio na mbitikaini cia gavana wao mundu gwitwo Lelito iritanyitwo ikana iria ikoretwo ikihuthirwo ta njira ya gukorwo ikimatha thayo na makiria guoka ni andu kana guoka makiria guoka ni uhoro wigie mbeu njithi gite wa kiama kiramataga mbitika cia KGF kana nikio FKF mundu gwitwo Steve Lenamel augete ati makiria kana mari na timu makiria ma 69 aria makire icagi-ini netha makorwo magitambura makiria taranda iria iri kaunti-ini iyo.
We want the youth to preach peace so that we coexist. There are so many tribes here, and you know Samburu, the way it is volatile, we want to preach peace so that we are going to coexist. And the third one is nurturing talent. We have invited scouts from the academies. We have 2 for soccer, we have 1 for basketball, and 1 for volleyball. They are going to nurture, or they are going to identify good talents.
Ya wakati huu is called Sports for Environmental Conservation. We are dubbing both sporting and conservation of our environment. Gavana wetu leo aliweza kufungua officially na tunatarajia kuwa hapa for the next 4 days. So far we have 69 teams that will comprise so many. I think participants are more than 1,000 because we have 600
in remembrance of all the teams that have participated in this Governor's Cup. So I wish all the teams all the best. The fact remains that the best teams get the best prize.
We are the leading county when it comes to matters conservation. The whole of this county, people have done away with their land. Let me say the communities have donated the land for conservation. And so today we have a lot of wild animals that are interacting with our communities as well as with our livestock, which is our livelihood. And so we are very glad to be here. As you've heard from the Deputy Governor, we have about 69 different teams that have been attracted to come and play this Governor's Cup. It is unique in its own way because it's the first time we are doing this.
Hii tournament imetuleta pamoja decision mbalimbali county nzima, yani Samburu County, Samburu East, Samburu West. Yes.
na beteka kana tugithie na mbere ni ati irafu ihambataga beteka cia FKFPL ricio irafu cia Gor Mahia na AFC mazimathite na mbere na kwambika mehaririria mao mbere ya beteka iri tanyitwo guthakwo muthi wa kiumia kiaro-ini kia Nyayo Stadium. Beteka iri nana yota mashemeji derby irafu iciga igiri gakorwo igitungana kuria kiharo kia Nyayo na kuria makarekana kuria beteka iri merega gucemania ya mashemeji derby. Kirafu kia Gor Mahia ni mahotire gukorwo magikomia kirafu kia AFC Leopards na bao igiri gwa gibugu kuria makorirwo magithakira kiharo-ini gia Kasarani.
Yeah, mood in the camp's very good. Obviously the team, we've been on a good run this year. You know, I think our position in the league sort of showcases that we've been pretty consistent from the very start of the season. So got a very good win up in Zoya last week. Obviously someone actually informed me, our team manager informed me after the game, first time in 40 years that Gore have won at Sooty Stadium. So that's a long time. That's since before I was born even. So for that little record to have been broken, mood in the camp's good. Players, you know, pretty much everyone's fit. There's one or two little things. Obviously, we all know Rooney Onyango took a really bad tackle last week and had to come out of the game. You saw he was training today, not quite as much as everyone else, but we think he'll be ready for the game.
Yeah, look, everybody is prepared. Mood is good. It's always his motivation by itself. You don't need to motivate players too much for this game. I agree with you. It's a big one. It's not only a big one in Kenya, it's a big one in Africa. So for me, it's the first time. So yes, it's about tactical preparation, physical preparation, mental preparation. We take it as the challenge. Look, they are the reigning champions. They are leading the log. So for us, is the challenge to succeed and to maybe to prepare something for them.
Haya na andũ magaikorwo makĩyumĩria kwa ũingĩ gũkorwo magĩthiĩ kũrĩa kĩharo-inĩ kĩa Nyayo gũcambĩkĩra timu ya Ingwe na timu ya Kogalo nĩ mbĩtĩka ya Mashemeji Derby nĩyo nĩ ĩragĩkorwo ĩgĩtũtirihĩra Gikunjuro gitu mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ. Ngatho cia mwanya nĩ gũthiĩ na mbere na gũikarania na ithuĩ wona cienda wega thaa ĩmwe cia hwaĩ-inĩ mũkorwo mũgĩtũngana mũndũ ũgwĩtwo Mwangi wa Mũrugi nĩgetha nake akorwo agĩkũnengereria riboti ici na ingĩ nyingĩ na njĩra ndikandikĩru na ũrĩa makana ũrĩa andĩki aitũ maikorwo makana iria magũkorwo magĩtũthondekeire na kũrĩa magũkorwo mahang'ĩte. Thiĩ na mbere na gũkenerera tabarĩra cia Mũthingi TV nĩ ĩrĩa kwa Ngetĩka Wambui wa Njaũ.